This podcast contains discussions about sensitive topics.
And I'm not saying this to sound mean, but like, who cares?
I quit my job for this.
Let Me Nostalgia Podcast.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to episode 15?
Correct.
15.
Question mark.
Yes.
Correct.
We do this every fucking episode.
Some episodes we're more confident than others, and this is when
Yes.
we are not that confident in. But
Welcome back to episode 15 of Let Me Nostalgia. My name is Brady. I am joined by my co-host Faith. And yeah, we're just here to chat with you for a half hour or however long you decide to chat with us. So hope you're doing amazing. Hope your week is going amazing. Faith, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm
Good.
tired. And I don't know if anyone is watching this, we have changed the webcam, and so I am so close up, and it is alarming me. So I have to get
You look amazing.
I appreciate you.
That
but-
quality is phenomenal.
I appreciate you, but it is stressful. But it's okay. I shaved my fucking head, but I'm like, the camera's too close. Like, that's where I feel uncomfortable. But I'm a woman that voluntarily shaved her head in Tennessee, but I can't have a camera too close to me. But no, I'm doing okay. Yeah, it's honestly been a pretty good week. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah.
You don't have to jinx it. You're just speaking in the present right now.
Yeah, it's been a good week. It was Pizza Friday today at our household, and that's always fun. I worked out for the first time today, and I have
What'd
not
you
done
work
that
out?
in months. It was legs, lower body,
Yeah, hell yeah.
quad focused. So
Yep.
quad stuff and.
Quad stuff.
And so I feel unwell.
Leg day's my favorite day. I love it. It sucks. It's the worst sore, and takes the longest to recover, especially if you go fucking hard.
Yeah.
But I love it.
I like upper body day, like more like back focused, but I like lower body glute focused workouts. So like glute bridges,
Building that butt.
yeah, hip thrusts, like those are more enjoyable to me than quad focus workouts. Those I don't enjoy doing. If I could never do a lunge again in my life, I would. That is probably my least favorite exercise to do is a lunge. I fucking hate it.
It's good for you though.
I'll do the split squats and stuff all day, but a lunge, no. I want.
They suck, but they're good for you.
I know, and I hate that they're good for me because I wish they did nothing, and I'll be like, oh, there's no point, whatever. But yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there.
That was such a sad sigh before saying you're doing good.
I'm doing good. It's just I've been busy. I've been working a lot this week. Just the past, honestly, ever since I got back from Colorado, one of the words that I'm trying to use as a forefront is discipline, and trying to stay focused on the goal at hand and how do I get from point A to point B. And right now, for me, that is being able to go to Alaska. And as most of you know, Alaska is not cheap, and the current state of the world and the United States and the current state of the economy is where it is right now. So,
It's a kick in the ass. Yeah.
it's a kick in the ass, let me tell you. But my best friend, we were actually talking about this the other day, and she was just kind of instilling if you can stay focused on anything right now to just get to where you want to go, it's discipline. Mm-hmm. So I'm using that as kind of just my motivation for everything, for just work-wise, for personal-wise, the things that I want to plan going forward. So yeah,
I think that's good. It's hard. Discipline is a very hard thing to implement, but I think it's a very important thing to have. And so proud of you. Look at you.
Thank
go.
you. You know what? I just love just fucking shit up and like growing from it, you know?
Yeah,
So
that is what life is about, right? That is what
over and over and over again. And that's
literally,
okay.
until you die. That is what
And then you die.
then you die. That is what life, that is so sad. Welcome to today's episode.
Mm-hmm.
No, something, I like that you mentioned that, because something that I've been trying to do is, now let's talk about me. Something I've been trying to
The torch is yours.
Yes, is no, just like rewording the way that I say things in my brain, because, and maybe I've said this before on here, but if I have, just pretend like I didn't, because it'll make me feel better. But just like thinking I get to do these things instead of I have to. Like that's a big thing, instead of being like I have to do this, I get to. And so that's a common thing that people are trying to rework. I've seen that a lot on social media. But
How
what
you
I'm,
speak to yourself is everything.
yeah, I'm trying, like, what I say in my brain is what a privilege it is to ... And so it'll be like, what a privilege it is to, this sounds very cheesy, but what a privilege it is that I have so many dirty dishes to clean up at the end of the night because I got to cook a fresh homemade meal for my family. What a privilege it is I feel bloated because I ate too much for dinner. That is a privilege. What a privilege it is that my kids wake up jumping in their bed and they're yelling and happy and excited and joyful, and I get to experience that, you know? So instead of just that negative, like, oh, they're awake, like, I'm still tired, like, day started, or, oh, I gotta clean the kitchen, you know, I gotta do this. Like, what a privilege it is that we get to do this. And like, in regards to like with work and stuff, like, I know work can suck and it can be very consuming and exhausting and stressful and whatever, but like, and you might not be where you want to be necessarily in your own job, for anyone listening, but like, what a privilege it is that you get to go to this job and possibly impact people, and then you know that there is going to be compensation for that work, you know?
Yeah.
And so that is a privilege.
No, trust me, because it is very hard to say that in the moment.
Oh, yeah.
I get it.
Oh, yeah. 1,000%. Like, in your mind, you're like, fuck everything. Like, I get that, but just like,
I will torch this place in a second.
yeah, you're so over it, but like, in your mind, you're
I'm
like,
just kidding. I actually really do enjoy my job.
I know. No, but everyone's been there. I've been there. I don't have a job right now, but like, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's a job, but I don't have like a job that I physically go to. But like, even when you like your job, there are days where you're like, fuck this place and fuck everyone
Absolutely.
here. Like, that is just a normal thing. That's
Yeah.
not, it's fine. You're not a bad person for
No, you're
being
right.
over it. There's a capacity that you have where you're like, I'm burnout and I am barely hanging on, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But also, and you can sit in that, and it's, your day becomes a lot harder to deal with the more you sit and fuck this place. But the day becomes a little bit better, and you look at the other things differently in your life when you say, what a privilege this is that I get to XYZ, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, today I was like, I need to go work out because I have not worked out in months. But then I was like at the gym, and I was like, what a privilege it is that I get to move my body. Like, I'm able-bodied, and I can do these things. And there are people in situations that would give anything to be able to move their body because they physically can't. And I'm over here bitching because I get to, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just, it's like a little bit of tough love, you know, too.
It is. It's whipping your ass into shape. And
Yeah.
honestly, like, we need it. We need it.
Sometimes you do. I think there's a good time to be very gentle with yourself and sit in your feelings and wallow a little bit. Some situations are meant for wallowing and just being like, this sucks and I want to be sad. But then other instances too is, you know, step the fuck up. Like, I can do better.
Yeah.
I am causing some of these issues by my
Yeah.
own mental thinking, you know? So I think it's a hard balance though, to be like, when should I be, am I too gentle with myself? Cause I've definitely been, I've been on where I've been too gentle with myself and too lax when I shouldn't have been, but I've also been way too hard on myself in other instances when I shouldn't have been, you know? So it's a hard
You
hard
just got to
balance.
discover that you got to discover that boundary, because you got to understand what's going to work best for you.
Yeah. Cause everyone's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, well, Yeah, that's how we're doing. And we hope we hope everyone is doing well. Happy almost summer.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
Right?
we're by the time this episode comes out, we should be a couple weeks away
Yeah.
officially. Well, officially, technically, school is out.
School is out.
So in that sense, it is summer. But according to the actual calendar, it isn't until June 22nd. So
Which I think is complete bullshit. Like, I think that stuff is based so, like, horribly. But
I think
whatever.
that's right. Is it June? It's either June 22nd or June 20th.
it's definitely, like, past the middle of June, I think. Are you looking this up?
I'm looking this up because it's going to bother me.
I think it's past middle of June.
Then you are right. I'm pretty sure it's the 22nd.
Okay, you're taking forever.
No, I was wrong. Okay, that's why. So summer is from June 20th to September 22nd.
See, once it hits like mid-August, I think it's fall. Even though it doesn't feel like fall outside, it doesn't feel
not
like
until
fall.
September.
But I love fall, so maybe
I do
that-
too. But
So-
there's no way it feels like fall in August. I
No,
can't. I still
it feels
cannot
like
be thinking
it feels
about
like fall in my body and in my heart. Like I am ready for pumpkin spice. I am watching Hocus Pocus every day.
I'm just ready for it to get colder.
I'm listening to my like Chris Believes in Lattes playlist. Like I'm in fall mode, you know. So we can do. I'm going to surprise you with this because we did not discuss this, but we are oh my god, almost halfway through the year because it'll be June in like 2 days.
Oh yeah.
So it could be our quarterly check-in real fast.
Fuck! I wasn't ready for this. No.
Me either, because it's not going to be that great. I am not where I want to be. Are you? I'm not.
No.
I am not.
What's that? What's that? Oh gosh, the meme from Planet of the Apes. I can't think of his name, but he's like, "Oh no."
That's how you feel on the inside.
That's literally how I feel right now.
Yes. Well, we have to do this. Maybe it's good to do it in bad times too. Maybe it's good to do it when you're not feeling like you've accomplished as much, you know?
That's fair.
So we could do a very quick debrief of quarterly check-in, how goals are going, what we want to improve on, a struggle we're having, and something we're loving. Right? Right? Okay, so first thing.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go. I don't want to do this right now, but we're going to discipline. We're going to hold each other accountable. So we have to.
Fuck. Okay,
Right.
fine.
Your
Yes.
words are biting you in the ass right now.
Yeah, I know. Let's.
Okay, mid-year. We are 6
Yep.
months in now. How are you doing with goals that you have had in 2025? Are you on the right path? Are you not?
No.
You're not where you want to be? Okay.
I can't decide which fear is greater. The fear of what I want to do and what I want to achieve, or the fear of just starting it.
Yeah.
Because if I feel like it, I don't know, the fear with like starting it just for me is the beginningness and overcoming the hurdle of literally just jumping. We've talked about perfect, I guess, metaphor I could bring that is for me exactly what this is like, is jumping off the bridge on the Hiwassee, the one that damn near tore your eardrum in half.
Ass so fat. I didn't hear for 3 weeks.
I feel like I am just stuck on that bridge. I'm stuck on that plank. And I know I'm going to be fine. I know it's going to be awesome. I know I'm going to have a lot of fun. But right now it is scary as shit.
Yeah. What's scary about it? Is it the fear of like failure? Is it the fear of disappointing yourself?
All of it.
Yeah.
The fear of what if, the fear of the unknown, the
Yeah.
fear of the uncharted.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta jump though, and I know that's very cliche, but we can sit here.
I do.
Yeah, we can sit here and talk about what ifs all day. You know, like what if a mountain lion just like got into your home and ate you alive? Like anything could happen. You can, and
That's
you
a
can.
hell of a way to go. I haven't seen that episode on 1,000 Ways to Die.
There was a story recently where a man fought a mountain lion and actually killed a mountain lion. Like he was out hiking and
I would believe it.
And
so,
it attacked him and he was injured, but he.
Oh no! I imagine he was pretty fucked up.
But I think he was pretty knowledgeable about how like wildlife works and stuff. Because when you are an avid hiker, that is an extremely helpful thing to know. And so he was able to find a way to pin it down, and he had to kill it, which is sad, but also like better the mountain lion than the human being, I guess, right? When you're getting attacked, it's self-defense.
Yeah.
So you got it. You gotta do what you gotta do. So glad he's alive. But so we could talk about what ifs all day, you know?
Yeah. So, but I think that's my biggest hurdle that I'm up against right now. Like I've done all the precautions. I climbed up the rocks. I walked across the bridge, which is also scary. Yeah. That I feel like is like quitting a job, doing something new, like all of this. But it's just now I'm at the edge and I'm like, I'm literally right here.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping me.
Except for yourself.
Except for the fear itself.
Yeah.
So.
That's hard.
Dune, you haven't seen Dune?
I've not seen Dune. I've heard
this
wonderful
doesn't spoil
things.
anything, but there's a quote in there that says fear is the mind killer, and it 100% it is. Like it 100% is. So 100% honest and 100% vulnerable, like that is what I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
And that is what I have been struggling with. Yeah. So.
That's valid. That's a very, normal thing to feel.
Yeah, it's just annoying because it's persistent.
It is extremely annoying, and I think what the annoying part is too, because you're like, I am the only one that can change this. No one can come in and save me from this. No one can make me feel better. No one can make me not feel scared of this situation.
Exactly.
It is up to me, and that responsibility can be very overwhelming. It can be a great thing once you do accomplish something and you're like, I did this. You can have that credit to yourself and feel pride in that. But yeah, the fear is like, there's no one that can change that for you, you know? And so that's hard. I get that.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. We still have 6 months,
We still, exactly. And
months.
the good news is I recognize it and know what it is. Like,
which is big.
Yes. Like, fear can definitely consume the mind, and your mind is the mountain before you at that point. Like,
yeah,
recognizing that, knowing that, but also, okay, we know what it is. We know how to overcome it.
Yeah. Now it's just time to do
Discipline.
it. Yeah.
Let's fucking go, bud.
And there's no one that's gonna be behind you pushing you off the bridge. Like you got to do it. You just got to jump. It's hard.
Yep.
Okay. Well, what is something that has happened in the last 6 months that brings you a lot of joy? That you're happy that happened? Give me a highlight.
Honestly, the two trips. The two trips. So being able to come to Tennessee, us to start this.
We did, yeah.
Us to we started this. We started this at the beginning of the year. Everything that has happened since then, I think overall, it has taught me a lot. Those little
you're fighting yourself.
Yeah, those little annoying habits that you do, and that you're like,
yeah,
stop it. So
yeah, you just want to yell at yourself. You want to shake yourself and be like, be better, you son of a bitch.
But I am thankful that it has taught me a lot. So that coming to Tennessee, that was just a really reflective trip. That was very much needed. Whenever like I had it, and being able to see like the family. I didn't get a chance to see all of them. That's what sucked. But yeah, I do need to go back. So that trip, and then the Colorado trip. I'm very thankful for the Colorado trip, because that was the first time I had seen a good amount of people since I left.
Yeah.
And like that was so much fun, and that was just so fulfilling, like heart wise. Like my best friends got engaged. Like they like it was just needed that. Yeah. It was needed. And honestly, I think I was struggling like coming back from that trip, because it was that good, and I was just like, I miss this feeling. It's just the energy of Colorado too, like, but
it's like the vacation blues or something.
Yeah, post vacation blues.
Yeah.
That is 100% a thing. Post vacation blues, post concert blues, post festival blues. Like,
some people
all
have
of it
post holiday blues. Like after holidays, they get really like amped up about it, and they're over, and they're like, oh, now what?
Because that's the moment like you have everyone together. So
yeah, and it's what you look forward to for a long amount of time, and then it's gone pretty quickly, because it happens in one day or one weekend or whatever that looks like, and then you're like, oh, wait till next year. Well, that's good. We've had some good things. Yeah.
We have. Now it's your check-in. Now it's your turn.
Boo.
No,
thumbs down. So in this episode, what we're going to talk about is
you brought this up.
No, I know. Holding ourselves accountable. No, I'm definitely not, being completely honest, not where I wanted to be, or not where I thought I would be right now. But yes, we are 6 months in. We still have Tom. But yeah, I have not done a good job with following through and upholding goals that I'd set for myself and for my family and things like that. But that's okay. We'll get there. So I also struggle.
It's a process.
I struggle with discipline. I struggle with discipline as well. I find a lot of excuses as to why not do something. I struggle a lot with guilt of doing anything for myself.
That's something we both share. Yeah.
Yeah. So doing anything for me feels very guilty. So like doing this right now, like there's a little bit of guilt, me recording this podcast episode, because I'm like, I could be, making muffins for my kids in the morning, because I'm going to have to do it in the morning. And I'm like, it'll make it an easier morning. There's dishes in the dishwasher I need to do. Like, it's just like this guilt of being like, I should be doing something to benefit the people in my family or my household or whatever. And the thing is I'm a really selfish bitch, but like there's something about like when you have children, you become this like selfless, like everything comes first, like they come first, and like I want them. The thing is like I'm very neurotic and a control freak, and a lot of that comes off in my environment. I'm a very clean person. We grew up in a very not clean household, and I know how that felt for me, and it made me feel very unstable and kind of chaotic in my brain. And so I don't want my kids to feel that way, but kids are messy. People are messy. That's a normal thing, but I am very over the top with things have to be a certain order. I want all of the toys to be put up so my kids can come downstairs and it's a clean slate, and they don't have to deal with like the stress of toys being in the wrong spot, but also I don't have to deal with the stress of toys being in the wrong spot. So maybe it's more for me than it is them. I don't even know. But no, I'm really bad at letting go of control, and I'm really bad at feeling guilt and not doing things for myself. And then when I feel guilt and I don't do things for myself, I get very burnout. I get resentful. I get bitter.
And we spiral.
And snappy. Yeah. And then I fall down the rabbit hole, and it's hard to pull my way out, because I'm like, I could have prevented this, and I know things that I could have done to prevent this, but I'm here now, and so that's been that's been just like kind of a loop of that, you know? So that's something I need to work on. But
It takes
and
time. It
I
takes
know.
time.
And I guess like joyful things is shaving my head was a lot of fun.
That was the shock.
Yeah.
The shock on my face said it all. Like I knew like one day you were going to, because you have. That's something
Not
you wanted
that
to do
day.
forever. Not that day.
Yeah.
I literally, you had the hat on. I was like, oh, she just had a hat on and a ponytail. Love it.
Nope.
And you took it off. I was like,
Oh.
she fucking did it. She really fucking did
This
it. Hell
bitch.
fucking yeah. I was like bold
This
to
bitch,
do
yeah.
it like this, but she fucking did it.
Yeah. No, so that was really fun. I think I'm continuously learning more about myself and what I need and what I want out of myself and what I'm actually capable of, and feeling more strong in that, because I've felt very weak and incapable for a long time. Just like, yeah, other people can do that, but I can't do that. And now my mind is like, why not? Why can't I do that? You know, something like running a marathon. I'm like, that's what other people do. That's not something I do. Right now, can I run a marathon? Absolutely not. But I eventually could. Like, why can't I not at some point? You know,
Exactly.
Getting a little bit more confidence in that is nice. Yeah. And so those are some joyful things, figuring out what I want. And so I think I'm on the path to reach goals now more than I even was before. And so I feel like I'm at the very beginning, and that's okay. You can always start at the very beginning.
Absolutely.
In the middle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. Hope that you're do some reflecting if you're listening, and how is your mid-year check-in going, and then also give yourself grace, but also toughen up. Like that's both. Do both.
Be kind to yourself. Be stern but fair.
Yeah, like know that you are capable of more. I think that's something that I struggle with, and probably a lot of people struggle with. Know that you are capable of more, and you're stronger than you think you are. You know?
Your potential is unlimited.
Yeah, and it feels very limited right now.
It really does.
With the way the world is right now, personal lives going, like everyone I know is fucking going through it. Like everyone I care about, like people in my life are having a very rough year. Like a lot of shit is just piling on. And so everyone's just going through it. And if you're going through it, sorry. But a lot of people are. Yeah, a lot of people are dealing with just a really shitty time the past few months. And that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's going to be okay.
It'll get better, I think. Okay, so now that we did that, surprise, gotcha, caught you off guard again. That's going to be a new thing where I just catch you off guard with shit.
I don't like this. I really don't like this.
I know.
I just because I don't know where it could go.
I know. I know. No, so today's episode topic that we will talk about in the last bit of the episode is it's going to be a little bit lighter. We're going to talk about like personal pet peeves or personal hot takes that we have that maybe can be serious, maybe can be silly or whatever we want. So just pet peeves, things that really like fucking grind our gears, because I have a lot that daily. I was telling my husband about this episode idea today, and I was like, what are pet peeves I have? Because I was like brainstorming, and he was like, pretty much anything I do. And I was like, that is such a like man husband thing to say. Shut the fuck up. Anything I do. I'm like, get fucked. Like
my every action.
He was like me breathing. I'm like, oh God, cry me a river. Like, shut up. You have it made. You know what I mean?
Funny, though. That is funny.
So he's a dick, and
no, that's funny.
No.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, it was funny, but yeah. So pet peeves. I'll start with one that really makes me like probably too angry, and it shouldn't. But when people have deer statues, like fake deer statues in their motherfucking yard, it makes me livid. I don't know why. It makes me so mad every time I'm driving down the road because
Your day is ruined.
Oh, I get so mad. Like, I want to curse that person. And if you have a deer statue in your yard, not to mean to offend you, but like, fuck you. Like, it makes me so mad. It is such a personal thing. I don't know why, but like, it drives me crazy because where we grew up was a very, like, we had lots of deer running around all the time. And like, we had like car accidents of people we knew with deer. Like, deer is everywhere. Like, it's just they're running in the road. So you are constantly watching out for deer when you were driving, like in the back roads.
We lived in a very prominent area for just
a high population. Yeah. High
but
population.
Deer specifically.
And so when I first started driving, I am an anxious mess. And so I am constantly looking out for animals in the road and deer. I don't eat meat. I don't want to kill animals. So I'm like looking around, making sure I'm not hitting anything. And then I see a fucking deer statue in someone's yard, slam on my brakes, like takes my breath away. Then I'm like, oh, it's fake. And then now I see it and I'm like, I want to hit this. Like, I want to destroy this. Like, it can be
Catch Faith driving through deer statues in a front yard near you.
I know. You're going to see like my like bald ass head on a mugshot on the news. And it's like, I get like charged with like vandalism or whatever, or property damage because I'm fucking
36 counts for 36 different yards.
I was on a roll that day, like looking out for them and just running this bitch over. Like, it makes me so mad. I'm like,
oh, that's funny.
And the thing is like, I guess I'm trying to logically think why someone would choose to do this. And it could be something like where it could be to deter other animals, maybe, or something, if they see a deer statue.
Or they just really like deer and they just want to have deer statues.
No, that decor is tacky as hell. Don't do that anyway. It looks bad, but also it's a fucking hazard for people driving. Some people have them really close to the road. Like, their house is kind of close to the road, and they will have them close to the road. And I'm like, I hate everything about you. I don't know you. But you're an asshole. I'm going to go into your yard with my car, so you're gonna know me. Yeah, so that is obviously a pet peeve of mine.
Oh Lord, that does make sense though.
Hate it.
That makes sense. Speaking of driving, I think my biggest just fucking chaps my ass, people who wait until the last fucking minute to merge on like a construction lane or rec lane or anything like that. Like, you're the reason traffic is the way it is.
And they had the opportunity to merge before that.
Absolutely. Or I really hate the ones that are already in the correct lane, get out of the lane to go into the merging lane just to get not even a quarter of a mile ahead just to merge again. I hope you drive over nail.
Yes,
you are the worst kind of driver. I cannot.
I get that. I think driving itself,
dude, you're literally causing this for everyone, you asshole.
I think driving itself can be such a pet peeve because it's it's not a fucking game. This is
because I don't get mad whenever I drive. I'm not an angry driver, but that shit.
I get you.
But also, going back to driving, this is more of just me being just a concerned person. Mm-hmm. If you're driving a motorcycle, wear a fucking helmet. Wear a fucking helmet. There is no reason why you should not be wearing a helmet. Wear a fucking helmet.
Isn't that a law? Is it?
Most places, it's a
state
law.
It's a state thing.
State law.
Well, every state should make that a law, right?
It's not a law in Texas.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. It's fucking Texas.
Drives me crazy because you'll have people who will zoom going 90 on the highway, just fly past you, no fucking helmet on. I'm like,
wind in their hair, living their best life, and you're like, bruh. Hold on, I need to look up if Tennessee.
I think Tennessee does enforce helmets, or they did for.
Do they?
Because I feel like one of Ryan's high school friends got pulled over for not wearing a helmet and got a ticket. I think. I mean, I could be wrong.
I think. Okay, have a helmet. Yes, Tennessee has a universal helmet law for all motorcycles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't
so
know. I didn't know if Tennessee did.
Florida, you don't have to have. Yeah, Florida, you don't have to
that
have
doesn't
one.
surprise me either.
Texas, you don't have to have one. So
Checks out. Yeah. Doesn't surprise me on those. You should. Yeah. You should wear a helmet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, driving. I think driving can bring out a lot of bad
A lot
traits in people.
Passionate emotions,
Yeah,
if you will.
It's the thing is, it's driving cannot be selfish, in my opinion.
Oh,
like,
no, not at all.
It cannot be selfish. Like, I don't give a shit if you are late for work. You know, like you are stuck in traffic just like me, and if you pass someone on the shoulder, like you should get pulled over. There should be consequences because you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Or like things like I was driving to Johnson City a few days ago, which is like a hour and a half drive. I was driving and there was a car behind me. I was going like probably like 80 in the fast lane on the interstate. There's a car behind me and they are flashing their lights at me like to get me to pull in the right lane, but there's a car in the right lane where I can't pull over. I'm like, I am blocked. I can't cut him off. Like, I'm going to hit him if I, like, get in the next lane. And they're just flashing their lights and laying on their horn. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? There's a car in front of me going a certain speed. I can't go past that. And there's a car beside me. So why are your panties in a bunch? Like, sorry you're late. Your problem. Not my problem, you know? And so, yeah, I think it's just driving. There's a lot that can go into driving.
Yeah, a lot of high intense situations.
Yeah, and it could cost someone their fucking life.
Yeah,
like I said, it's not a joke. It's not a game. Like, take it seriously. What you do impacts other people. And I'm driving in a car with my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old, and you're going to potentially put them at risk. Like, fuck you for being stupid.
Old.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Oh God.
Okay, I guess my next pet peeve that actually like makes me mad, and I think it's like a personal thing that other people struggle with, and it's why they say this, but when people, and I don't want to blanket statement, but most of the time men, I hear it from men mostly.
Okay.
I'm sure women have said it. I've not heard a woman say it, but men say that men and women cannot be friends. Like, men and women cannot have a platonic friendship that has no sort of romance or interest, you know, or confusion. Like, that is a pet peeve of mine. I'm like, shut up. Like, what do you mean men and women can't be friends? Like, and
that means you're not mature. If you have that mindset, you are very immature.
Yeah.
And you are honestly incapable of having a friend with the opposite sex.
That's what I think. It says more about the person that's saying that than it does actually about like a real friendship. Because it's like, like you said, if you are not capable, that's
telling me more about
if you're a heterosexual male and you are saying you cannot be friends with a female because it's like you can't control your urges or whatever. Like, you're a human being. What do you mean? Like. Yep. And then it ties into the whole like alpha male, like it's in our DNA, we're animals. This is what I'm like, shut the fuck up. You sound like such a jackass. Like that annoys me. So
because you are a jackass.
Yeah, men and women can be friends, and there can be absolutely zero interest in the other party or like so that drives me crazy. I have friends that are male that I've had for many years. I have new friends that are male, and my husband is very okay with that. My husband has friendships with females, and some of those friendships are close, and it doesn't fucking matter. Like, that's a problem with you, like you said, not being mature or being insecure or being ignorant or being bitter.
Whatever
like
the case may be.
Like, you've been burned in the past, and so your blanket statement is like, oh, this can't happen because I had a partner who was a friend with someone, and then they ended up hooking up. It's like that. That's just you lost trust with that person. That showed more about the person than actual men and women as human beings. So, pet peeve of mine. Men and women can't be friends. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. That's it. That's a you problem. I agree with that. Work on it.
That is. I agree with that. I have... This is not tied to the fact that I've just been working a lot recently. I just have a lot of pet peeves working at the bar. So first off, I honestly believe every single person should work in a restaurant at some point in their life. I feel like you do learn a lot. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about people, and it makes you a better restaurant patron, a restaurant and like a restaurant goer as a whole. So
you're already getting like getting stressed about this one.
It's hard for me to just say, oh, a pet peeve of mine is like rude customer service, or if you treat like the serving industry poorly, anything like that. I mean, yes, but there's components, okay? Like there's just so much there. I love kids. I adore kids. I absolutely love kids. But if you have unruly kids and you are just negligent, you're an asshole.
Fair.
Like the amount of times I've gotten so close to dropping a tray full of drinks or a tray full of food on someone's kid that's just literally running in between like get your kid. Get your kid. They're going to hurt themselves.
Or the thing is if they get hurt, if you drop that tray of drinks because they run into you, then that parent has no right to be upset at you.
Yep.
To blame you for that, because be like, this is a direct consequence of your lack of action to this.
And I'm going to like drop a scalding hot pan of pizza on your 6-year-old.
On Timmy.
Literally because like you are just not paying attention and he's running amok. Like, watch your fucking kids. Yeah. Watch your kids.
I get that. Yeah.
Another thing is if I'm behind the bar and it's busy, know what you want to drink. I'm bad about that. I am not here respectfully to answer every single drink question that you have when it's packed.
I do this. You would hate me. I'm like, what do you recommend?
Nope. You ask me that, I'm walking away from you and helping someone else immediately.
Fair.
I appreciate you. I appreciate your questions. I do not have the time or the patience to help you in those instances.
I'm that person though, but I know it's annoying as fuck, but I am that person.
Yes. Like literally there are 50 people in front of me all needing something and you're asking me, what's a Paloma taste like? No. Goodbye. Thank you. I'll see you in a few minutes.
You Google it, and then you go to the next one. You like let Google tell you. That should be your answer to all of that. Google it.
I have a lot of patience. Like I have.
You do.
I have given many people chance after chance after chance, but
Very fair. Very fair.
Yeah.
One of my pet peeves is and you're not a parent, but I think you will understand this one is giving like. You're not a parent, but I feel like you will understand this because I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, you're not a parent, you won't get it. Like I feel like people, even when you're not a parent, like you will understand this, but giving certain rude and unsolicited advice when it comes to my children, makes me very angry. Or like trying to remind me of something about them to be like, oh, like this and that. It's like, don't you think I know this? I spend 24 hours a day with these tiny human beings. They came out of my body. Like, I know these children better than anyone else on this planet. Like, do not tell me what to do. Do not tell me what's best for them, the way to feed them, how your kid did this or your kid did that or whatever. Like, no, just like I have no right to say that to any other parent. Like, unless I am asked, like, I'm coming to you and being like, this situation's going on, I'm struggling with it, what would you do in my situation? Then don't give, like, rude advice, like, to make me feel like I'm doing something wrong with my children. You know, like, my kids don't eat meat. Because we don't eat meat as a family, and my children have never eaten meat. They've never had, like, chicken nuggets or anything like that, just because that's not what we buy. We don't buy that when we go out. And it's like, there's all kinds of questions like, well, how do they get their protein in? Are they healthy? Are they doing this? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. My son is 3 years old and he is reading Dr. Seuss books by himself. Like, he is reading subtitles on television. Like, he can read, he can write sentences. He is an extremely intelligent boy.
He knows piano keys.
He does know piano keys. Yeah. My daughter is not even 2 yet, and she can count to 30. She knows her ABCs. She's starting to recognize words and read. Like, she is speaking in full sentences. Like, and I'm not saying, like, our kids are perfect or, like, whatever, but, like, we are doing an okay job. You know, like, our you know, like, our kids are fine. Like,
They're fine. They're doing great.
Shut the fuck up. You're not here. You're not here. Or, like, what really makes me mad too is there's been times where it's been like,
stop asking them if they're okay just because they don't eat bacon.
Yeah.
Karen.
I'm like, yeah, shut up, Karen. But it'll be like, we'll be somewhere and we'll be around someone and we'll be like, okay, like, we need to leave because it's getting close to bedtime or it's getting close to nap time, like their routine. We gotta get them home. And then it'll be like a response with like, oh, they don't look tired to me. They look fun. They can stay up a little bit longer. Like, it's a holiday or it's a special occasion. The family's together or our friends are together. Let's do this. Like, they can stay out. And I'm like, do you want to come over to my house at 3 a.m. with my overtired toddler and have to deal with them for the next 48 hours? Because that is going to carry over. Because once their sleep schedule gets fucked, it's fucked for a couple days. It takes time to regulate that. So it's like, do you want to do that? Are you going to come here and console them and take care of them while I get to sleep in my bed? No, you're not? Okay, well then shut the fuck up. Like, don't tell me. Like, you don't know them and you're not going to be here to fix the problem that you are trying to cause. Like, I know their routine. I know what happens when they get mad, you know?
Yeah.
So that makes me mad. I'm like, don't tell me. Am I a perfect parent? No. Do I do everything right? No. I'm adapting. I am learning every day.
You're learning as you go. As you go.
But yeah, don't say that shit to me.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Or when they say my babies, when they call my kids like my babies.
Okay, all right. That's like a mama bear thing.
Yeah, there's a couple, but it's weird because there's a couple people in my life. Like, I have a really close friend, and she's like my babies, and like, I don't get mad at her when she says it. And there's a couple people in my life that I don't get mad at, but when people say it with like this like kind of malicious intent of like this ownership, like when I had a relationship with our mother at the beginning, it was a lot of like my babies, like, and all this stuff. But it was like I said, it was this ownership, this control. And I'm like, you don't even know their middle name. And you're over here saying my babies. Like, shut up. No. So that's a pet peeve. Okay. I can go like all day on parenting pet peeves. So I need to chill out.
I mean, I could go in all day on like serving pet peeves. Like,
I bet.
There is no reason why you should be coming into the kitchen. Please don't come to the kitchen. Yeah, there's like, respectfully, please don't come into the kitchen.
People are coming into the kitchen?
People have come into the kitchen before, just randomly. Like, please do not come into the kitchen.
To do what? To compliment the chef or to bitch? Like, or are they coming...
Or with a question, like...
Ask your server when they come to your table, and they can ask the kitchen. You don't just waltz into
Furthermore.
You go on.
Also,
yes,
if you see that I am carrying like 2 trays of food or that I'm running really busy, please don't come up to me to ask your question. I understand if you need something, I promise I'll get to you. Just be like, hey, I know you're busy, whenever you get a moment, we just need something. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. But if you see me with literally like a tray of drinks, or I'm trying to, like, it's really busy and
you're taking someone else's order and they're like tapping you on the shoulder.
Literally.
You're at a different table and they're like, sir, we asked for ketchup. And you're like...
And I'm like, oh, ma'am, ketchup's actually right behind your lane right now.
And you're like, I am with someone else right now. I don't know what you want.
Or it's even worse whenever they tap me. Like, same scenario, taking someone's order, and they're like, can we request a song?
And you're like, bitch, the world doesn't revolve around you. That would drive me crazy.
I don't even have control of that. Like,
You're like, just be like, boo, your music taste sucks, so no. Like, that's when they deserve like a personal insult. To be like, no. I think being rude to people in the service industry is just such a like tacky, shitty thing to do. Unless you have a server who is like a dick or just like
just actually like just a
people are assholes.
themselves.
Yeah, people are just assholes, and so it's like, okay, you're being kind of a dick, so you're gonna get what you are giving. But just to do it because you think the world revolves around you, it does not. You are in a restaurant, like you're not at home. Stop.
Yep.
It's like that. It's that Michael Jordan meme where he's like, "Stop it, get some help." Yeah,
that actually ties in. I love that you made that point. That ties into a hot take that I have. People who have been in the serving industry for multiple years, for like numerous years, I think are a special breed of person. In terms of like their commitment to literally helping others. Yeah. Like it does. It takes a special kind of person to willingly like go in and do that whenever it's, like you said previously, it's such an environment where anyone can be rude to you and you just have to wear it with a smile. But actually more people are being bold now. Like I've seen people just not take their shit. They won't be rude about it. They'll just be matter of fact. And I'm like, that's how you do it.
As they should be. It's
as
like,
they should. Exactly.
You're still a person, you know, you're still an individual. It doesn't matter that like you have a job just like everyone else, or most people have jobs, you know, you're just doing your job. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be an asshole. They're still a person.
I think at the end of the day, like if you've been in the, like even the restaurant industry, if you've been in the restaurant industry for a long time and you still enjoy it and you're still like, I guess, inspired and positive like about it, it can still like, especially servers, like you can still bring that customer service and bring that smile. I think A, you have really tough skin and thick skin, and B, you have a really good heart. Yeah. So I would say that's my hot take.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think like a pet peeve is like when people get very angry at servers or whatever when something is wrong. Like let's say an order is wrong or something was forgotten or whatever. Like if you request something and you're like, I have this allergy or whatever, I can't have, and you have like a genuine allergy and they like bring it to you and it has this and you're like, I'm sorry, like I'll order this without this. I can't have this. And they are an asshole to you and they're like, oh, well, whatever, the kitchen can't do that. Be like, okay, well, you're a dick. No.
Exactly.
But like most of the time that happens, most of the time when that happens, when something is wrong and you are respectful to the person and just bring it to their attention, they are going to be like, oh my God, I'm sorry, we'll get this fixed right away. And then boom, problem solved. Not a big deal. People make mistakes. It doesn't matter. Like, you can't sit there and say that you've never made it. You can't sit there and, like, if I've ordered a pizza and pepperoni comes on my pizza and I'm like, can't eat that, then I'll be like, hey, I'm sorry, like, I don't eat meat. I ordered this cheese. I didn't order pepperoni. And most of the time it's a positive experience. Don't be an asshole about it. People make mistakes. I'm not going to sit there and pretend like I've never forgotten something or I've never made a mistake.
Trust me, you not being an asshole makes me want to help you more. You being an asshole does the opposite.
Well, yeah, because there's no reason for it. There is no point. Like, we're all humans, and we all make mistakes, and we all forget things, or we whatever, or the kitchen makes a mistake, or you make a mistake as a server. It's just, and it can be easily fixed. That's the thing. Is like, what is the worst of this situation? You know?
Yeah. I've had many instances to where like someone was upset about something or someone brought something up, but they weren't an asshole about it. There was one recently where he was not an asshole about it. He was just like, I'm upset. This happened. I was like, you're right. We fucked up. Sorry. Here's what we can do. Worked out perfect. Yeah. So
and then
that's
boom.
Just
problem solved.
Yeah.
It's a much easier process, you know,
for everyone, for everyone involved.
Yep.
Anywho, I digress. I feel like I've just been bitching this whole
maybe
episode.
we needed this. Maybe this was therapeutic. Maybe this was good
some
to
free
just
floating hostility.
just to fucking get it out and say fuck you to everyone, you know? You and your deer
yeah.
statues and your
That really does
and
make
you're-
so much sense.
and you're rude at restaurants. Like fuck you.
Yeah, last minute mergers. God.
Yeah. Tell me how to raise my kids. Like
Anywho, we hope you're having a wonderful week. Thank you so much for joining us.
One of my goals is to be more empathetic and positive and just really see perspectives.
You know what? Part of that though is just letting this out.
Yeah,
You gotta let it out somehow.
I think we needed this. I needed this. I feel cleansed. I don't know about you.
I mean, yeah. No, this was great. It's either this or mosh pit. So, I mean, that would actually be a fun episode idea.
I do not like mosh
etiquette
pits.
and mosh pit rules.
You can be in charge of that one because
I can carry that one.
I avoid mosh pits at all costs. Like
That's fair, and that's okay. And I understand why. And I understand why a majority of people feel the exact same way.
I understand why people
also-
like it. I do
Yeah.
get why people like it, but I personally do not like it. But I understand why people like it, and they can do it as long as I'm not involved. You know, do your thing. Mosh over there.
Makes me miss football.
Yeah, I guess you just want to fucking hit people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You just
play
wanna-
heavy music and let me shoulder check somebody.
Yeah, you're just ready to play. You're just ready to playfully hit some like human beings. That's what you want to do.
Just violently headbang until I can't move my neck the next day.
That's a good night of fun right there.
It really is. It wears you out. You get a lot of just aggression out, which is fun.
My daughter is obsessed with the song Icky Thump by the White Stripes right now. She requests it every day. Like every day it's like Icky Thump, play Icky Thump on the speaker, like every day. And I'll have to send you a video of her because I have a video of her where we were listening to it. And she
That's
is just
actually impressive.
She is just eyes closed, like head banging to this song on beat. And it's so funny because like she's like doing it and she's feeling it, and then I pan over and my son is like playing with blocks or something, and I pan over the camera to him and he just has his arms up and his eyes closed and he's like doing it too. And it's so funny.
I love that.
I'm gonna send it to you. It's so fucking funny, but
That's amazing. I love
Icky
that.
Thump.
I love that, like, as their uncle. That
I don't know why they attached to that song because it just like popped up on a playlist or something, and they both were like, "What is that?" And I was like, "What is what?" They're like, "What is that song?" And I was like, "Icky Thump." And since then, they've just been like, "Icky Thump."
I can work with that. If they're starting with I can work with that.
They like the beat. They like especially my daughter. She likes the heavy shit. Like Eddie will listen to some like heavier stuff. Like she likes Dance Gavin Dance and like shit like that.
Okay.
Like and she loves the heavy parts. Like that is when her she's like arms up, eyes closed, and she just goes. It's so funny. I'm like, yeah, girl, get it.
Oh, she's gonna be a little metalhead. I know
She is 100%.
I love it. Oh, I can't wait. Speaking of which, we love to end every episode with this. Faith, what have you been listening to recently? What do you recommend musically?
Mount Joy's new album came out at midnight. I guess this morning, last night. I don't know. Midnight, 12 a.m. in the morning, whatever. I have not listened to it yet because today has been such a busy. I'm literally wearing a Mount Joy shirt right now that my friend got me from a concert that he went to. But they released their album today. I've not heard it yet. I need to hear it, so I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
But no, I've been like into more of, I'm trying to think, like summary playlist kind of like. I've been really into like Scaled and Icy's like album, 21 Pilots album.
Okay.
Mulberry Street has been kind of
Okay.
on repeat for me.
I love Saturday. Saturday's a vibe.
Saturday's a good one, yeah.
Saturday's just a good hype. That's a good pregame song. That's a good
Yeah.
hype up song. That's a good AirPod party song.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been listening to that. I'm trying to think. I feel like I I've also been like trying to wind down to music at nighttime. So I'll have my AirPods in and I'll do like I call it like the closing shift in the house where I'm like putting stuff up and being neurotic and too clean and like doing my shit. But I have like this like bedtime playlist that I found, and it's just like super like emo sad, you know, like When the Party's Over by Billie Eilish kind of shit that makes you like that like makes you feel a lot. And I'm like, this is bedtime stuff, but it makes me emotional.
Do we want to go to sad girl hours right before bed?
Yeah, it kind of is like sad girl. It's like the slow like winding down. And then my cousin made me a Taylor Swift playlist of all of her favorite songs.
Nice.
Where we like went to that silent disco, and so she made me a playlist of songs she thought I would like, so I've been listening to that. But it's also
she has
like,
great taste in music.
I think it's like
general.
fucking 7.5 hours long. So I was like, girl, it's gonna take me a while to listen to this in its entirety. Like, all
that checks out. That makes
so
sense.
it is literally 7.5 hours long on that playlist, and I'm like,
I love that.
I'm like, damn, girl. So
That's amazing.
That's what I've been listening to. What about you? Tell us about.
I finally did listen to Sleep Token's new album. I did not get a chance to react to it just because I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't wait for it. I was like, I've waited long enough. Finally heard it. I couldn't wait anymore.
Fair.
So it's actually really, really good. I think I need to listen to it more. I still think I like their last album, Take Me Back to Eden. Just I think it has a little bit more crispiness to it. This one's good though. This one's just, there's some songs on it that are just so all over the place, and
I like that.
And yeah. It's definitely a good thing. You just have no idea where it's going to go.
Yeah.
I still need to spend time with it to find out like the lore behind it. Like Sleep Token is very like lore based and story based without like giving you a blanket statement of what the story is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been listening to that. I think John Bellion and Luke Combs just put out Song of the Year. It's called Why, and it's going to be on John Bellion's new album, and it hit me in the feels. You want to talk about feels, like that one's beautiful. Speaking of Dance Gavin Dance, they have a new album coming out. Their first single back, I listened to, that was really good.
It is a good one. I've heard that one.
Yeah, it's John Mess is just such a lyrical genius, and
yeah, I agree with that.
It's so chaotic. Like, if there's anyone who's like chaotic good, I feel like John Mess.
Yeah.
Especially from his just lyrical like context. So, that's been good. I feel like there's been something else that I've been listening to like a lot. I've been listening to a lot of Angels and Airwaves recently. I really like. I mean, it's Angels and Airwaves.
Okay.
So like,
I dig it.
I was about to say, please tell me you know.
Yes, I know who that is. Yes.
Their first two albums were phenomenal. But yeah, that's pretty much that's been on my radar. I've got a couple more weeks to get my summer playlist finished, done with a fine-tooth comb. That'll be coming out on the 20th.
The first day of summer, which we know now because you looked it up.
I did. I thought it was the 22nd. I really did. I thought it was the 22nd, but
it's all the same.
It's
gonna be hot as fuck. It doesn't matter.
It really is. Yeah. Gosh, they did just open our pool though.
Well, that's good.
So they opened our pool in our community, and I cannot wait. I need to be in the water. I need to be in the water as much as possible this summer. So that's also on the goal.
Yeah,
we'll check on the next quarterly check-in.
Yeah, to see if you did it. We can do it. And then we can all feel bad about us not doing what we said we were gonna do. just like we did tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you suck.
No, we got this. Discipline.
Yeah, discipline. What a privilege it is, you know?
Exactly. Yep.
What a privilege it is. And what a privilege it is to sit here and talk to you beautiful people for an hour and yap and bitch and complain and tell you our pet peeves.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
if you have a pet peeve or a hot take that you want to share, let us know.
Or if you have comments on
ours.
Ours. If you do ours, keep it to yourself. I'm kidding.
If you have a deer statue in your yard, do not let me know because
Face like block me.
I will show up at your house and I might get rid of it for the sake of everyone else.
Oh Lord.
It's fine. But yeah, thanks for listening to us. We post we've been kind of messy lately, but
it's okay.
We're getting back on schedule. We post every Tuesday. Our socials will be linked below. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram and subscribe on YouTube, listen on Spotify. We're here. And yeah.
We out to you. We about that life.
Goodbye. I hate And now it is time to say goodnight,
Now
Brady.
it's time to go.
Say your goodbyes and shut the fuck up.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will see you next time. As always, I'm Brady.
And I'm Faith. His sister. We're siblings. Welcome.
If you have not already established that.
This could have been This could have been the first episode they listened to. Who knows?
That's actually fair. That's true. Yeah. Go back and listen to all the other ones. There's some pretty good ones. So
they're fine. Yeah.
Anyway, have an amazing week. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope you are able to achieve something that has been on your list for a while that you have been putting off, but just achieving it and knocking it off brings you that sense of relief. Is that something that I'm doing?
We need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
So yeah, y'all have a great week and we'll see y'all next time.
We'll see you Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.
But like, who cares?
I quit my job for this.
Let Me Nostalgia Podcast.